Well, ain't this conflicting? On the outside, you look like Sonic Mania, but I know you're actually the other one. Hello everybody, I'm Garrel64, and welcome back to Sonic Forces Mods. It's been a little bit, but I found this mod that I really wanted to cover because, I mean, look at it. There's a reason for it. I'm sure you can tell. So yeah, I've done some mods for Mania before that kinda added Forces levels or added modern Sonic, stuff like that. But today, we have a mod that changes Forces to look and sound a little bit more like Sonic Mania. So what we have in store for today is a bunch of model swaps. We've got some music swaps, some texture swaps. As you can see, the world map looks so much more bright as opposed to the dreary, dark, depressing, dark tones we have usually. But today we're gonna start off with our modern Sonic level, which is going to be Lost Valley, because why not? It's a nice place. I can show off the model at the very beginning of it. Everyone wins. But first, I'm going to look at these things. Also, we have a Super Sonic, which is cool. I'll show that off as well. And Shadow looks absolutely disgusted with the low poly Sonics that are surrounding him. I mean, I don't know. I can't really blame the guy. He's had enough of regular modern Sonic. Do you think having two smaller mute Sonics on either side of you would be any more fun? Shadow puts up with a lot of stuff. I think we gotta give him some slack here and there. Also, so here we are. We are not modern Sonic anymore. We are our little polygonal classic Sonic. He's so cute. Oh, he's got a little mouth there too. So he probably makes noises with that mouth, in secret when nobody's around. I kind of liked the gag, and if anyone watches Moogie Mikey's channel, he did a video called Sonic Meets Ray and Mighty, and in that video, aside from some other things that happen, at the very beginning, when Classic Sonic first returns to Mania, which it's basically the exact same scene as the first part of Mania Adventures, Classic Sonic he goes, phew, alright, I can talk again. It's like, I like to think that Classic Sonic just doesn't want to talk when he's around modern Sonic, because he's like, wow, this guy talks enough for the both of us. And maybe that other guy too, that fox, bear, dog, cat, wolf hybrid creature that kind of changes around all the time. Or, the custom hero. It can be anything. I'm sure Classic Sonic would notice that. It'd be really fun if Classic Sonic was just a fourth wall breaking character the entire time, and he knew what was going on. But yeah, this is pretty much Classic Sonic. I want to run through another level as Classic to show off the modern Classic Sonic. The modern Classic Sonic, yeah, no, the Super Classic Sonic. Modern Classic Sonic would, I don't know, it's like a mixture of modern and classic. Maybe that'd just be Adventure Sonic, who knows? Also, we even have the results music. Which, again, just feels wrong to me. Also, look at that little mouth. His little mouth is open a little bit. Not too much. He looks like he wants to say something, but he won't comment on anything. He's like, what am I doing here again? Okay, before we check out, I almost said modern Classic Sonic again. Before we check out Super Classic Sonic, I want to show off the first boss fight that's changed, which would be the UFO from Sonic Mania over Zavok. That UFO has been caught, 7 too many times, and it is not having any more of this. So this boss fight having this music is actually very funny. It makes me feel like I'm in for like a really happy time, yet all of those creatures over there in the cage are just, they look like they're raving instead of, like, begging to get out. Which, it's very conflicting to the actual tone of this fight. I gotta give Forces one thing. It did know how to build tension a little bit. Like, I really liked the banter between Sonic and Zavok. But I was kind of disappointed that that was the only clone that he really talked to. I mean, once he figured out they weren't real, he just kind of gave up on talking to them. I know you can't banter with Metal Sonic since he won't answer you anyway, but and I think the Shadow just kind of ignored him. Still, I feel like it could have been fun, especially if they had given us, like, a Shadow fight. You could have, I don't know, they could have bantered, just like in SA2, it would have been fun. But I suppose another route they could have taken that is, if they didn't want the Shadow to speak, they could have had Sonic banter at Shadow, and Shadow just not say anything, and then Sonic wonder why. Be like, oh, I guess someone's being a grumpy pants today. Like, just say something childish, trying to provoke him. Then throughout the fight, maybe you could just realize, wait a minute, that's not really Shadow, and then the final blow is dealt by the real Shadow when he just swoops in out of nowhere. And that would kind of fit in with the final blow of this fight, because it's taken out of your hands as Sonic just beats the heck out of Zavik for no reason. It must have been those 6 months in prison really do things to a guy, you know? Oh, that UFO is a very manly voice. But I don't think I ever mentioned it, but this, like this hexagonal platform, it really reminds me of... Well, I mean, I understand that what they were going for, because, you know, Lost Hex, that's where we found the Zeddy originally, but kind of reminds me of that one Mario Party minigame where the stuff keeps falling, and you have to get onto the correct colored hexagon, or else you die. Or fall in lava or whatever. It's... Well, yeah, you probably die. Lava's not exactly friendly to human skin. Not sure about lizard or dinosaur skin, but it's probably the same. Except, you know what, no, Bowser's fine, right? He's always chilling out in lava. Probably doesn't like it. It's probably the equivalent of sitting in like a really, really warm hot tub. Something you don't want to sit in for too long, because it might melt your skin off. Stop hitting me. Oh no. I want to see Sonic beat up the UFO! And there we go, take out your aggression on that UFO. Do it, slug him.
How could I lose to the likes of you again?
That was a blast. Bring some chili dogs next time.
Classic Sonic's addiction to chili dogs originates from here. I knew a UFO had something to do with it. Alright, and one more thing before Super Classic Sonic, I got it right that time. We've got ourselves the Heavy King to take down. I don't know where this 3D model came from, but I love it. I was kind of hoping in this game Eggman would make the heavies or something, but of course that didn't happen because he wouldn't really know about them because they were kind of only a side effect of the Phantom Ruby in, like, the classic Sonic dimension, whatever it is now. I mean, I tried reading up on the dimension stuff, I really did, because, you know, all of a sudden Classic is from a different dimension, and it's like, is he young Sonic, or is he dimension-hopping Sonic? What's going on here? Because they still remember Sonic Generations, you know, they kind of call back to it and stuff like that, and they know Classic Sonic. Someone was saying that maybe after Generations, like, there was some kind of, like, timeline split or dimensional split, and this is the Classic Sonic that was the result of all of the extra experience from Sonic Generations or something. I don't really know. All I'm gonna say is, Sega, do whatever you want with your characters, just try to make it make sense, okay? Alright, it's time for Super Classic Sonic. And we're gonna take on the Egg Gate, because I'm fairly certain I'll be able to find enough rings here to get this. But we shall see sometime, or never. Also, my mic is slightly in the way of my screen, so I thought for sure I was gonna mess those jumps up, but you know what? I've played this level enough that I'm not gonna screw that up. Cool beans. But I will screw up the homing attack, because I didn't turn to the left soon enough. You know what? It's fine, checkpoints are very generous sometimes. I'm gonna try that one more time. No lives in this game, so I mean, heck, I'm gonna do as much as I can to break things. Well, technically I'm not breaking things, but here we are, Super Classic Sonic. Look at that yellow boy. I would call him a yellow belly, but his belly's kind of tan or white right now, so that wouldn't really work. So, I'm not gonna stall anymore, because we need to blast through this with Sonic Speed, or something to that effect. Classic Sonic Speed? I don't know. He's still Sonic, right? So, like, what's the difference? I'm guessing he's still just as powerful and as cocky. He took that laser blast to the face and he didn't even let out a ha-ha. Do you know modern Sonic would be like, your lasers can't touch me. Why you even try? And, of course, everybody else would be like, aha, oh yes, that Roger Craig Smith, he is a card. But he's not a card because we're not playing Sonic Rivals, we're playing Sonic Forces. That was a dumb reference. So I do not like this part of the stage. I find it a little slow, and I keep forgetting to... Oh, I always forget to do a stomp there, but maybe I'm learning, because I thought about it ahead of time. Who cares, really? We're already at the end, and we've been... depowered. Alright, Classic Sonic. Here we go. It's Death Star time. That classic boy. I'm not even gonna bother for the good QuickTime events, because what does it really matter? Score in a video game in 2018? Please. And there he goes. Very questionable falling animation, but then it turns into a nice sort of cinematic experience. And then we're here. And we're back because we have 194 rings. I did not notice that. Go, Classic. Go meet up with your friend. Alright, so next up, we're checking on our buddy that doesn't chuckle, Classic Knuckle. Let's just jump into Super Knuck right away because I don't want to play more than one of these stages, despite how much I like the soundtrack. So yeah, here we go, Classic Knuckles. I actually really like this. I like that his default standing animation, it makes sense for Knuckles, because he looks like he's holding up his gloves, and he's like, look at these things, you don't want to be punched by these, alright? So you better not give me any lips, son. And plus, Classic Knuckles, I always kind of liked the way Classic Knuckles looked. Modern Knuckles is fine, Boom Knuckles, nah. But you know, Classic Knuckles, I wish they would bring Classic Knuckles back at some point in the modern games, if they're going to keep doing this, you know, classic Sonic action. And here we go, he's pink, bro. Just like he should be in Mania. I mean, he turns, like, sort of pink, but just more like a glowing pink. I think they could do better. I mean, heck, maybe Mania Plus they'll surprise us and give everyone super sprites. They'll give Tails his flicky army of death. They'll turn Knuckles super pink. And then Ray and Mighty can do something. I'm assuming if they don't give Tails and Knuckles super stuff, they probably won't do it for Mighty or Ray either. Which would be a shame. I really wish everybody had their own individual super sprites. Because then we could have more, you know, mods with super forms too. Because as it stands right now, only Sonic can have a super form mod, I believe. Unless something's changed with the modding scene. I'm not positive that it has or hasn't, so feel free to let me know. But I like this a lot. I was kind of expecting there to be not too many mods for Classic Sonic for Forces because one, he's horrible, and two, because there weren't too many mods for Classic Sonic and Generations. People kind of focused on Modern. But it's nice to see that Sonic on a Box has gone ahead and made a little Classic Knuckles, because that's a neat idea for a Mania Forces mod. You're not Knuckles, you're the one who shuckles. Let's go into Spaceport with our avatar, but who might this be? Our other playable character in Mania? Oh, it's Tails the Fox, and he looks a little huge. He's been packing on the pounds lately. He's trying to catch up with Classic Sonic. I gave him the Asteroid Wisp on because I wanted him to shoot things, and that is because in Sonic Battle and stuff, he has that little lightning cannon, and I know that's exactly what it sounds like. It's a lightning cannon, so hey, why not the Lightning Wisp? Well, I mean, he doesn't exactly use a whip in Sonic Battle, so I figured, hey, give him something that can shoot, and he can shoot what is in his way. That is my poor attempt at continuity, but I'm trying my best, I promise. I never really play as Tails or Knuckles in Mania unless there's mods for them that I'm looking at. I just kinda prefer playing as Sonic all the time. And I don't know, I just find his playstyle to be the most fun out of the three we have so far. Perhaps Mighty and Ray will change that, we'll see eventually. Yeah, Tails looks... I'm not sure if these are taken from the special stages of Mania or not, but he looks absolutely massive, but that's just because the custom character's pretty big, right? I mean, always on the results screen, right next to Sonic, he's gigantic. Yeah, Tails, act fast! There you go. This is actual footage of Tails escaping my garage. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, shoot, my bad. Oh, you don't die? Oh, I kind of thought you died if you did that. I didn't want him to die. I was just like, I was curious to see what would happen, of course. I just, you know, I don't bear any ill will towards foxes. Let's just keep moving and forget that ever happened. And now it's time for a good old team up again. And this time, it's the Mania duo, Classic Sonic and Classic Tails. First they gotta escape from null space though, and they're gonna do that by giving each other a high five. And with some help from Modern Sonic, somewhere, not sure where he yelled that from, we're going to escape this purple prison and get back into the light. Oh, they looked kinda ominous with those shadows over every bit of their polygons. But you know, Classic Sonic can boost through this no problem now, and Classic Tails is astonished because since when did he have the ability to do that? well, I mean, it doesn't matter, he doesn't get to explore that ability because he's dead. But thankfully there's no life system, so death means less than it does in Dragon Ball Z, to be precise, because I don't think people really die in the original Dragon Ball, because it's kind of more comedy. Or not that I've seen, at least. I don't remember seeing any deaths so far. I watched like 50-something episodes, so perhaps later on there's just a huge bout of death all over the place, and Goku learns that life is not forever. Even though he's just a young child, he must come to terms with the fact that he will die one day. Multiple times. I don't know how these two got so good at rail grinding when there's no rails to grind in Mania. You know? I support their decision to practice even though they don't know they're gonna need the skill. It's always good to have a skill you're not sure you're gonna need, like, you know, I've always wanted to learn how to play the ukulele, and I'm sure that would benefit me in some way. But I don't know how yet. You know, one of these days there might be a ukulele-related emergency, and I'd be like, stand back guys, I'm on top of it. We bust out the emergency ukulele. And they all stare in shock and awe. These two look a lot bigger than I remember them being. Tails is a gargantuan fox, and Classic Sonic, despite being a lot bigger than modern Sonic usually is, still looks puny next to him. Plus those soulless eyes these two have. Eek. I don't know. Something's not right about these two. They might be imposters. Phantom Ruby duplicates, perhaps. And finally, we're gonna take the fight to the Heavy King one last time. But this time, Tails will jump in about halfway and try and offer some assistance. Not like we need it, because we're such a good little hedgehog. Plus, we've taken this guy on numbers of times in Mania, so who's to say he'll be any more of a challenge now? Sure, he's got demonic Satan energy powers now, but what is that really gonna do for you? Last time you tried to abuse the Phantom Ruby, you kinda died. Your name was the Phantom King. And then you were never seen again. They put you on milk cartons, I assume. You're gonna be like the new Mighty and Ray. But I honestly hope that's not the case, because I would love to see the Heavy's return, as I was talking about before. But, yeah. This model looks seriously nice. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm enjoying it. Too slow. Looks like you should make your windmills of death a little faster, my guy. I finally learned to quick step into those robots. I never really do that, and I don't know why. It's a very stupid mistake on my part. There you go, I'll teach you to mess with me. Whoa, 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 too close. Back it up. I didn't notice he had a scepter there for a second. Yeah! Tails is here to help.
My friends got me this far, and together, we're gonna win.
He was talking through gritted teeth there. He's so pissed off at the Heavy King that he can't even open his mouth fully for him. I've never seen Sonic this extraordinarily angry. Hello, I always hit that too, so I'm improving all over the place today. And a boost. It's only fair that Modern Sonic gets to boost in the Modern Sonic mod for Mania. Classic Sonic can boost in the Classic Sonic mod for Forces. It just works. Although it doesn't work if you run out of boost energy, which is my fault. But you know, I'm going to blame Tails either way, because he didn't advise me to stop. Yeah, we got you, friend. Actually, we're not friends. We're enemies. I know I call a lot of people friend, but I would not extend that pleasantry to you. You've done a lot of bad here, evaporating into nothingness. Who does that? You're hosting this party, stay here and talk to me. Banter with me at least. Come on. Now it doesn't matter, you're out. After a mighty double boost, the Heavy King will be no more. Not to make things heavy, but I will be laughing at your funeral. That looks even more like a corpse than usual. That's actually a little disturbing. Alright, so I believe that's looking like everything that has changed. I didn't show the second Heavy King fight because I didn't feel like playing it, but it's, I mean, you can expect it to be the same fight except with the Heavy King, and it looks nice and it's fun, and you get to use your avatar so Tails can kill him. So that's neat. It doesn't usually happen in Mania. So anyway, that's gonna be all I wanted to show off for today. So if you like this video and you're not subscribed already, please make sure you do so you can keep up with more Sonic Forces mods and other things that aren't Sonic Forces mods, because I do a lot of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.